After the death of the Lord's servant Moses, the Lord spoke to Moses' helper, Joshua son of Nun. He said, "My servant Moses is dead. Get ready now, you and all the people of Israel, and cross the river Jordan into the land that I am giving them. As I told Moses, I have given you and all my people the entire land that you will be marching over. Your borders will reach from the desert in the south to the Lebanon mountains in the north, from the great river Euphrates in the east, through the Hittite country to the Mediterranean Sea in the west. Joshua, no one will be able to defeat you as long as you live. I will be with you as I was with Moses. I will always be with you. I will never abandon you. Be determined and confident, for you will be the leader of these people as they occupy this land, which I promised their ancestors. Just be determined, be confident, and make sure that you obey the whole law that my servant Moses gave you. Do not neglect any part of it, and you will succeed wherever. Be sure that the book of the law is always ready in your worship. Study it day and night and make sure that you obey everything written in it. Then you will be prosperous and successful. Prophet.
Let us pray. Jesus' mighty name. Praying for your word, simplicity of your word. Praying for the Holy Spirit to come down right now. In Jesus' mighty name. Amen.
Come on, let's put our hands together. This morning I want to be speaking to us under the subject that says the meaning of when it stops. Tell your neighbor and say the meaning of when it stops. Talk to your other neighbor, because that one you see, therefore. Talk to your other neighbor and say the meaning of when it stops. The meaning of when it stops. I think I'm not convinced enough that you understand where we're going to this morning. Look at your other neighbor that you see this one is really interested, and say the meaning of when it stops. The meaning of when it stops. I'm going to be dealing much about what it means when some things stops in your life. I'm going to be dealing much about that because all of us here, I believe, as we've gathered in here, we've had things that stopped working for us. We've had to be in a particular position where something had stopped. No matter how much you valued it, but it came to that point where it stopped. And you had to move on. Now, we're dealing mostly with the children. It's the children of Israel who have been promised Canaan. We've been promised Canaan. But now, the problem is God, for the very first time he spoke to Joshua, is only when Moses was dead. So all the years from when Moses was traveling with the children of Israel from Egypt, God was speaking to Moses. He was not talking to Joshua. So it means that the children of Israel's hope was only attached to Joshua, to Moses, because all they have heard about what's happening in Canaan
It's only what has been told by Moses. So the only thing that they know about Canaan is what Moses has told them. The only thing that they know about Canaan is what Moses heard from the Lord. And he came and said, this is what the Lord is saying concerning our lives and concerning our destiny and the future. So the future of the children of Israel is actually in here at the hands of Moses. Such a point of our belief. If Moses was living with us today, probably people would be having pictures of him hanging all over their rooms. He was actually their God. So the problem comes because Moses is taken up to the mountain and he is shown Canaan that this is where I promised you, this is where I was taking you to. But unfortunately, you're not going to get into this place. And Moses died at the top of the mountain. Yeah. Have you ever had that life where you were actually at the top of the mountain, where you could see where you're going? Or where you have received promises and you could see where you're going? You could tell that the future is so bright. When you start giving a story about your life and you close your eyes, you could see where you're going. Amen. But you could not reach the place. So now it's Moses at the top of the mountain, seeing everything, and he died at the top of the mountain. I know I've got some people in here who have had their vision dying at the top of the mountain. Yeah. Who have got dreams that died at the top of the mountain. Where you were already left with just signing on that dot and things will fall into place. Yeah. But while you were still at the top of the mountain, that vision died there. How many people I'm talking to this morning? Amen. Who have had their dreams die at the top of the mountain where things were so promising. You know. Things can stop even when you have a ring already. They just said it's a promise. It is not yet fulfilled. And it dies at the top of the mountain. When you are so sure that this one is not going back. Already I have a ring. But it dies at the top of the mountain. Tell your neighbor, say, things can die at the top of the mountain.
Things can die.
Where you can see clearly where you're going and it dies there. Amen. So Moses died at the top of the mountain. Now, when Moses died, it means the hope of the children of Israel died. Because when Moses died, Moses was the picture of how Canaan looks like. So when Moses died, it means Canaan died in the hearts of the children of Israel. How many people who have had promise, who have had many promises in their life, that you have been promised this and that, but the person who gave you the promise left you. Have you ever been in a position where all your thoughts, all your dreams are tied into this thing? Amen. And that hope died. Moses died at the top of the mountain. Canaan died in the heart of the children of Israel. Because all they knew about Canaan, it was what Moses was telling them. So when Moses died, hope died. But one thing I love about the Lord is that when he begins to talk to Joshua for the very first time, he says to him, now Moses, my servant, is dead. And he gives him an instruction. I want you now to arise, you take over and you pass through River Jordan. And he is giving him an instruction that I want you to pass through, meaning that now he's giving him not only does instruction, also comes with responsibilities. That this time I want you to pass through it. You need to pass through it. The problem with the church is that most of us who have been given such responsibilities, that I want you to pass through, to take over and pass through it. The thing is, we don't want to pass through it. We don't want to cross over it. Every time we're given such a responsibility, we want to be there to fit in and not be accountable for anything.
Yeah.
Listen to me, you cannot fit in and stand out at the very same time.
Amen.
As long as we've been given some responsibilities, as long as we have got a position, then something must be done. Meaning that if you have been given such a responsibility, you need to take over and pass through. Don't hang around with the hosts. Tell everybody, don't hang around. You've got to pass through it.
Don't hang around to pass through it.
You cannot have company that loves you in the leadership at the same time. You are bound to have differences somewhere.
Yeah.
As long as you have responsibility, somewhere, somehow, you have to have differences. You cannot be all yes in everything. Because now you have been given responsibility. That which you used to talk to people about Moses, it's about to happen to you.
Amen.
Yeah.
Meaning that the people you used to gossip with, this time, they cannot be your company. Because now you are taking the responsibility of passing through it. However, somebody can realize the danger of the details that are actually in this text, that you need to pass through it. And as long as you have to pass through it, you cannot hang in there. Tell your neighbor, you cannot hang in there. You cannot hang in there. You've got to stretch yourself. You cannot be fitting in at the same time. But yet you say you are passing through it. You cannot. You cannot. Because we've got to pass through it. Sometimes having to pass through it, you can't just do it quietly and silently. Sometimes you will do it screaming. But as long as you get the job done, you are passing through it. It doesn't matter how painful it gets, as long as you are passing through it.
Amen.
So if you've got to pass through it while screaming, then do it as long you are following the instruction. Sometimes you will do it while crying, as long as you are passing through it. I know I'm talking to some people who are going through some stuff in here. I'm saying it's the right thing as long you are still moving.
Amen.
As long as you are still on the journey, as long as you have not abandoned it, you are passing through it.
Amen.
Yeah.
Got me thinking that almost everybody who got healed in the Bible had to pass through some crowd. Did you get that? Almost everybody who got healed in the Bible had to pass through some crowd.
Amen.
Yeah.
The woman with the issue of blood,
Yeah.
she had to push away there. Bartimaeus had to even take off his jacket just to pass through that crowd that was stopping him. There will be always somebody that will be standing before you and the promises of God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
There is always somebody standing there. There is always somebody that will be standing right before you and the blessing of God.
Yeah.
But the mystery about it is that you have got to come and push your way there. It's going to keep on going. It's going to keep on moving. Sometimes you'll have to lose your jacket. Sometimes you've got to lose most valuable things in your life. But as long you're moving. The problem is when people are standing in front of us, we tend to forget the reason why we're fighting in the battle.
Yeah.
Never forget the prize, and never forget why you're doing it. Then you'll be able to pass through it. The problem is, in the time of transition, you will always have differences. You cannot expect to be like during transition time. I'll repeat this. You cannot expect to be like during transition time. Sometimes to get things done, you've got to be so serious, such to a point of people will think you're nasty, but you know why you're doing it. Many of us were compromising because we want to be liked. Tell your neighbor and say, you've got to stop compromising.
You have to stop compromising.
Because it's time for transition. Tell your other neighbor and say, stop compromising in time of transition.
Stop compromising. It's time for transition.
Prepare for the change. Tell your neighbor, say, prepare for the change.
Prepare for the change.
Let's go, you're getting somewhere, you need to prepare for the change. You know, every time God will bring this kind of stuff where you have to shift a bit and shift your personality, your thoughts about something. Also, you need to also swim in and prepare yourself for that particular change.
Yeah.
Because it also comes with growth. When something stops working, you don't stop your life. Adjust yourself. Adjust yourself. One big challenge that I had is that there was a serious change that happened in my life. When I was growing up, I'm from a very serious traditional family. My dad didn't want us to be in the kitchen, no matter what. Such that he would call me and he would slap me for being in the kitchen. The kitchen was for women. For that reason, I grew up, I did not even know how to make eggs, nothing. Because kitchen was not my thing. Now, a serious challenge came when I passed my matric. I was supposed to go to varsity. I've never cooked. I've never cooked. I was used into being given food every time, and my mom did that very excellent, such to a point of. It's unfortunate that those who came after me were Abraham and Elisha, they didn't get what I got from my mom. Because for me, all I knew was that in the morning when I wake up, it's okay, I'll go to the bathroom, bath, the water will be already on the bath there, my mom has already done everything. So when she wakes me, with my eyes closed, I'm going straight to the bathroom and I bath. From there, I knew that from there is to go to the dining room, there's breakfast prepared ready, eat there, sit there and eat. From there, go to my bedroom again, my uniform is ready, put on my uniform. From there, and then I know that my pocket money is there, put it in the pocket, off I go. Every day, it was like that, until I passed my matric. So, now when I passed my matric, I go to varsity for the very first time. Mommy is not here. Now, because she was not there, I had no choice. For the very first time I've got to cook, I'm calling her home. How do I boil water? How do I do this thing? And it was so frustrating. Because she is not there, I had to adjust myself. I had to do something because you know God will bring such things in your life where you are used into getting that manna falling from heaven.
Yeah.
Just like the children of Israel, there is manna in the wilderness. You don't know where it's coming from. But now God will bring you in a position where He says, okay, You have never cooked yet. You will not cook it. It's a yes. But for the very first time now, you've got to cook. Or if you don't cook, you starve. It's a position that God can bring you into. As long as you are moving somewhere, cook or starve. That's how God operates. I mean, there are many people in our lives. Some of you are here in Pretoria, and you know you came here for that thing, but only to find that now you are working somewhere in KFC or McDonald's. You were not coming here for that, but because that did not work, something has to work for you.
Yeah.
Talk to us.
The fact that manna is falling from heaven, you must understand that God is still maturing you.
Yeah.
God is still maturing you. That is the reason there is still manna coming from heaven. But that time when manna ceases, it's gonna come. That is why, you know, when I read the book of Samuel, chapter number 1, verse number 22, it talks about Samuel talking, the mother of Samuel talking to the husband and saying, you know, when my son has stopped winning, when we are done with the winning of the baby, winning of the baby, or when the baby is finally weaned, it's when the baby stops being breastfeeded, isn't it? Now I'm gonna take this son of mine and dedicate him to the Lord for the rest of his life. So now you need to understand that the winning time will come to happen in everybody's life.
Yeah.
And when that time comes, it is not only painful to the baby, also to the mother.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have you realized how much these babies cry when it's the season when they are being weaned? They cry a lot because they are used into being breastfeeded. But the fact that the baby is crying is that the baby doesn't understand that it doesn't mean that my mother doesn't love me anymore.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean that my mother hates me this time. The reason the baby is crying is that the baby is used into getting it from here. And the mother is saying, baby, I love you, but this time because you're growing, I want you to stop from getting it from here so that you can get it from on the table.
Yeah.
Somebody's not hearing me. I want you to get it on the table because you are growing. And for that reason that you are growing right now, it's going to require also some few of your energy to eat for yourself. It doesn't mean that I don't love you, the fact that I stopped breastfeeding you. It doesn't mean that I'm not giving it to you again. I was providing for you right in here, but now you've got to open your eyes. Even in that position, I'm still providing for you. The fact that your mother stopped breastfeeding, it doesn't mean that your mother stopped providing for you. You might be thinking that your mother is providing for you only when she's breastfeeding you. But even when it's given on the table, it is still her providing for you. Even when you are far and money is still sent to you, it is still her providing for you. That is what the Lord is saying this morning. The fact that they stopped working right here, open your eyes.
Yes.
Because there is maturity.
Yeah.
Tell somebody and say, you are being weaned. You are being weaned. You are being weaned. God is winning you.
Yes.
That is why He has stopped allowing you from getting from here, so that you can get it from there. The Bible says when the children of Israel were closer to Canaan, the manna ceased. You did not hear that. The Bible says the manna that was falling from heaven, when they were near, that manna ceased from coming. Manna ceased from falling from heaven. Because they were closer to Canaan. They started eating food from Canaan. Can I talk to somebody this morning that it stopped because you are closer?
Yeah.
Tell your neighbor and say you are closer. That is why it stopped. You are closer. That's why they left you. You are very near. That is why you cannot get that anymore. Because God is telling you that the time for manna is over. Because Canaan is closer.
Yes. Hey, yes.
Thank you, Jesus.
But the problem with us is that every time when something stops, we keep on crying.
That's true.
Give it to me, Lord. I still want it in here. The same way that the baby cries, Mommy, I still want it here. And the mother saying, baby, you're growing. You've got to take some responsibilities right now.
Yeah.
Because one day you will be too heavy for me to carry you here.
Amen.
Tell your neighbor and say you're closer. You're closer, my friend.
Yeah, close.
You came with your friend, say, my friend, you're closer. We are getting closer to Canaan. We are getting closer to what is ours. We're about to possess it. Some other opportunities had to close for you. Because they were going to delay you from arriving to Canaan.
Yeah.
Some people had to leave your life because they were delaying you of your growth. They were delaying you of your maturity. Somebody had to get that call where somebody's saying, you're getting no sight from me anymore. And look at you right now. You had to jump out and do something and work it out for yourself.
Yes.
Some opportunities that closed, you could see that they were wasting your time. As no manna keeps on falling from heaven, it means you will keep on marching towards Canaan. But when it stops, you take some responsibility to eat from Canaan. I want us to stand up right now. And we're going to take this 10 seconds. Thank God for the manna that ceased. 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 Thank God for that boss that fired you. Thank God for that person that made you to hate that office until you started applying for another job. Look at you now. Oh, I wish I could call them all over and say, come and look at me. I'm now eating from my Canaan. All the promises of God have come into my life. Don't know who I'm talking to this morning, but I hear the Lord say, you're closer.
Yeah.
The reason it has stopped working, I said, you are closer! Yes! You are closer, somebody! Keep on moving, you are closer! Keep on marching over, you are closer! Keep on crawling, you are closer! Don't throw in the towel now! For you are closer! You are closer! You are closer! You are closer!
Come on now.
The Bible says, when they were about to enter Canaan, Joshua called the guys there. All of them in the place called Gilgal. And Gilgal, which means faith. And he started to use these knives, and he started circumcising all the guys so that they cannot enter the same way they were. Listen to me. Before you enter, the pain will intensify. Before you enter, the pain will exceed what
Yeah.
That is why he had to make them to understand pain before they entered Canaan. Can I talk to somebody this morning? It is painful, yes, because you're about to enter.
Yeah.
Amen.
You are entering. You are entering. That's why it's painful. You are entering. It was difficult for you to get off that bed while you're thinking of things that are happening in your life.
Yeah.
It tends to be difficult, yes, but I'm telling you, you are entering. When you go and you are experiencing pain and you keep on moving, it's because you are entering. When people who are supposed to be your friends and people who are supposed to be providing for you stop doing their role, stop playing their role, it's because you're about to enter. You're about to enter Canaan. Somebody give the Lord some praise in this place. I say it is so very small in the house. Give him some praise in the house. Give the Lord some praise for an open door. You are entering, give the Lord some praise. It's worthy.
Yes.